What's up, weirdos? What's going on with Justin Bieber? Because listen, I love Justin Bieber. I'm a huge believer. But lately, the way that he's been acting online, it feels less like, you know, Prince of Pop and a lot more like Britney Spears, which is interesting to see out of Bieber. But I kind of want to do a deep dive, really look into the whole thing because, listen, I love him, but I have to be honest, like there is something going on. And a lot of it seems kind of relationship based. For instance, I was not seeing a lot of stuff about Justin Bieber online. And then Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez, they had like their engagement. They were doing a whole thing. Like they were on all sorts of interview shows. It was like a huge thing. And then suddenly Justin Bieber was going kind of wild online, like in the way that he's posting. So let's start on the biggest thing that like really shook me to my core because it's just unambiguously crazy that he did this. So Hailey Bieber was on the cover of Vogue and Justin posted a congratulatory message to her. And no matter how many times I read it, I am still shocked that he wrote this down and then posted it. And again, this is in the midst of like stuff is going on. He's kind of crashing out a little bit online in the wake of the Selena Gomez engagement. I don't want to say that that's specifically why, but you know, the timeline adds up. So he posted this on his Instagram. It's such a huge moment for her. She's so excited. It's got to be a message like, oh my God, my wife is amazing. But the first thing he says is, yo, this reminds me when Hailey and I got into a huge fight. I told Hales that she would never be on the cover of Vogue. Yikes. I know, so mean. For some reason, because I felt so disrespected, I thought I gotta get even. I think as we mature, we realize that we're not helping anything by getting even. We're honestly just prolonging what we really want, which is intimacy and connection. So baby, you already know, but forgive me for saying you wouldn't get a Vogue cover. Cause clearly I was sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken, he said. I mean, every single line of that post you could deconstruct as like, why would you say that? Why are you even bringing up a fight that you got into? Or like, why aren't you just saying, hey, that's awesome, congrats, so proud of you. But then the second line, I told Hales that she would never be on the cover of Vogue. First of all, how do I pronounce that? It's Hailey. Is it Hales? Just imagining him like in that fight. Justin, I feel disrespected by how often you embarrass me in public and there's so many videos online of you making me feel bad. I just wish that you wouldn't do that anymore. Really? Okay, meanwhile, you'll never be on the cover of Vogue. So why would I even care? Like, you'll never be on the cover of Vogue. And again, it's been said before, but this is his post when Kendall Jenner was on Vogue magazine. Congrats, Ken. You look beautiful. Okay. I love Justin Bieber. He's like clearly gone through a lot. That's a funny comparison. And by funny, I mean deeply sad for Hailey. But also he says, yikes, I know, so mean. For some reason, because I felt so disrespected, I thought I gotta get even. Why is he starting to say like, yeah, my wife was so mean to me in an argument. She was so mean and that's why I said this, but I shouldn't have had to say that to get even. She was just so mean. I should have just left it at that. I just don't think like, is he thinking through the thought process? No, he's not. But if he were to think through it, he'd be like, oh, everything I'm saying makes me look really bad and also is really rude to my wife. But to be fair, the second to last line, we're honestly just prolonging what we really want, which is intimacy and connection. Okay, fair. Like, true. However, it's like if you post like your engagement and you're like, we've been through so many ups and downs. We fought so hard, but we fought for each other. It's like, okay. You don't want to just say, hey, you look beautiful. I love you. But the ending of, so baby, you already know, but forgive me for saying you wouldn't get a Vogue cover. Because clearly I was sadly mistaken. It's like, first of all, the only reason that this should ever be a thing is if that was a publicly like known situation. And it's like, oh my God, she's on the cover of Vogue. Oh, what's Justin Bieber gonna say? Because he was on an interview and he said that she'd never be. But it was just a private argument. Nobody knew anything about that. Why are you exposing it and then being like, yeah, so sorry, I was sadly mistaken. Sadly? So that's the first thing that really drew my attention towards like, okay, modern day Justin Bieber is like very weird. Like I don't know what's going on in there and all of these things that, you know, you could look at all these videos and be like, okay, well, this is just like Twitter threads of stuff clipped out of context. Suddenly those videos of him being rude to her don't feel out of context. For instance, let's go look at some of those now. Because this is why a lot of people feel very bad for Hailey Bieber, where, you know, some people are like, she stalked him to get him. And there's a huge contingent of people on the internet who hate Hailey Bieber. But then, I mean, even then, when you watch these clips, I don't know how you can't feel bad. A lot of these are from Instagram lives, including this first one where a fan had asked about Justin Bieber's Lyme disease and Hailey's just kind of talking about it and just look what he does.
For that, and we'll just keep doing that. But it definitely is, you know, like it sucks that the tour was
just answered. She was asking me. Huh?
Anyways.
They were asking me because it's my Lyme disease. It's not your Lyme disease. Are you worried about my Lyme disease?
Well, I was you know, in every freaking day, been the doctor with you for months. So
yeah, but
sometimes
they asked if I was scared about the Lyme disease because I'm the one that has it.
Oof. I don't know what I mean. Oof. He puts her in so many uncomfortable positions on like these Instagram lives that we're gonna look at. But that's like, I mean, he's just publicly like embarrassing her. She was asking me.
She was asking me. Huh?
But when she says, huh, and he goes, huh? And it's just like awkward silence, and then he starts smiling, and then she has to smile and laugh because like, what else is she gonna do? They're live. What's the subtext of she was asking me, shut the fuck up, stop talking, oh my god, I wanna talk, it's about me, shut the fuck up. And she can't do anything about it other than like, ha 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 ha, because like, what else are you gonna do? Are you gonna be like, stop it? Are you gonna actually like call him out on Instagram Live? Like, of course not. Or there's this clip, which is so famous, but I gotta show it. They're getting out of a car to go into a place, and look at how he does it.
What up, Jay? What's up, Justin? Good morning, Justin.
It's so bad. It's just bad. And you know, maybe he thought that she's gonna get out of the car on the other side. He's trying to race in because he doesn't want to deal with the paparazzi. He just want to get through there. Maybe he thought she was going out on the other side. Fair. But there is objectively a pattern of him embarrassing her in public in a way that's just like, kind of just none of the clips should exist. Or there's this one, which is very famous, but I do want to show like kind of the whole picture because I'm not trying to make a video to like shit on Justin Bieber. I'm just trying to talk about the whole situation. And these next couple clips are things that I think get a little bit taken too far in how people talk about them. But let me know what you think. That's a clip. The whole context looks like they're joking around. She's laughing. They're both laughing. It doesn't seem like that bad. Definitely not equivalent of him saying, she was asking me, or sadly, I was mistaken. You actually were on the cover of Vogue. Or there's this one, which is another Instagram Live. And I don't know. Let's watch.
Honest, babe. I can't, don't touch me right now. Like, not right now, but I'm just saying.
I thought you were being serious.
No, just in general.
No, just in general. The thing is, could have said that way nicer. But feeling a little overstimulated, whatever. Like in my own relationship, if Sophia was like, oh, could you just not touch me right now? I'd be like, oh, she's overwhelmed, she needs a sec. Now, that being said, empathy extended, understanding extended, not just trying to shit on Justin Bieber, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Even if I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, this next clip, to me, is the craziest thing. I reference it every time I'm playing a game with Sophia, because it's just absurd.
My score? Husband's score.
Baby, I wasn't trying!
I beat you, accept it!
Him at the end, he genuinely looks pissed off, and the sound of him screaming that, it's so funny to get that mad.
Baby, I wasn't trying!
Baby, I wasn't trying! Damn, okay. She's better at milk jug toss, it's fine. So that's what I'm saying, like, even going into it, really trying to have like empathy and understanding for him, there objectively are a lot of clips of him embarrassing her publicly. So when I saw his post about her being on the Vogue cover, I was like, on the one hand, unfortunately feels in character. But on the other hand, I didn't have two things to say, and I don't know why I said on the one hand to start.
Baby, I wasn't trying!
So keep this in mind. We're gonna come back to his relationship with Hailey Bieber later in the video. But now I wanna talk about his relationship with the paparazzi, because from the beginning of his career, he has had a very contentious relationship with them because, and I don't know if you know this, paparazzi are scum-sucking mosquitoes. And there's two recent ones that I kinda wanna highlight. First of all, this is when he's leaving the Skylark offices, which is this new brand that I don't know if he's the CEO of it or like, we'll see more about it when we dive into his Instagram, but he's like working on some big creative project. And I think that in this paparazzi section, we're gonna see a lot of explanation for why he is the way he is.
All right, that's enough, yo. How many pictures you need?
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, guys.
Very quick clip, but this is what he faces every single time that he goes out in public. Everywhere. Constantly. I cannot even imagine the effects that would have on my mind. Just trying to move through the world as a regular person, trying to live your life, get in your car, and you're faced with someone going... Like, bro! Why are you mouth breathing like that, sounding like you're about to throw up while going, get out of his face? How is that worth it for your soul? How can you be a paparazzo? The paparazzo are the scum of fucking existence. This one, the Hollywood Fix, they have so many clips where I don't understand how they could not be sued for harassment. We'll talk about the Standing on Business clip in a sec. And I'm just gonna play this clip for a second because there's a lot of flashing. So if you got epilepsy, look away.
Watch out.
How can you do that to a person? How can you view somebody as like such a commodity that you're like, oh, I'll literally treat them like they're not even human, like they're a commodity? How does your mind get there where you think that's what I want to do for a living? But this is how he copes with it. This is Justin Bieber in the blue hoodie.
You guys done? You done? Go ahead. Go, yo, good, go.
Because this clip kind of highlights another element of Justin Bieber's like current public crash out. Is that what we're calling it? He doesn't like hate the paparazzi. He's like also defiant and confrontational with them, where he's not just gonna like run to his car and get the fuck out of there. He's like, I hate you. This is who you are. This is who you are. This is who you are. As if the paparazzi are gonna have an ounce of self-reflection. They're just sitting there going, oh, this is gonna be a great clip. Like this one's another good example of that.
Is there really, you fucking assholes? Why are you guys out? You wanna record me and shit too?
It's just so much. It's too much, and he reached a breaking point, and he had like a heated exchange with them, which resulted in the next kind of big moment in this whole thing. This situation has been going on for about 8 minutes at this point, but this is like the big moment.
Oh, I don't want you guys to be standing around here. That's what all I'm trying to say. You know,
Justin, we're in the sidewalk.
I know, but I'm here.
Have a good night.
See all your fans.
It's an energy thing.
See your fans?
It's not a,
Huh?
you know what I mean? It's nothing but an energy thing. You're here, you know what I mean? I feel you. I'm a dad, I'm a husband. You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
We're in the sidewalk, Justin.
I don't give a if you're on the sidewalk.
Justin, we are on the sidewalk. How can you say that what we are doing is wrong? Shut up, Portugal! Is he Portuguese? He sounds Portuguese. Whatever he is, it's not clocking to him. It's definitely not clocking him that Justin Bieber standing on business right in front of his face. He's a dad. He's a husband. Now, is it cringe that he said, it's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business? Yes, but also I do think that it's the sentence of the year. I'm submitting it right now. I don't know if we're gonna have anything better in 2025 than it's not clocking you that I'm standing on business. But when you see just that clip, it's like, okay, it's cringe and it's embarrassing and it's like kind of like funny that he's saying that. But it's just one instance in the millions of instances in his constant state of existence of just people being like, I'm on the sidewalk, I'm not bothering you, oh, I love you, Justin. He's sitting there like, walk away from me. Like what he says here, he genuinely is like really standing on business.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
We're in the sidewalk, Justin.
I don't give a if you're on the sidewalk. I'm a human being. You're standing around my car at the beach. You know what I'm saying? You don't think I'm a real guy, do you? You're gonna take this video out of context. You're gonna say I'm mad. I don't know who the paying you to provoke me, but I'm not the one.
But wait, Justin, you're not the fucking one? Yes, you are.
I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one.
By the way, what he predicted literally did come true. Oh, you're gonna clip this out of context. You're gonna say that I'm angry. You're gonna get a bunch of clips from it. That's exactly what happened. And that has got to drive him crazy, which is why he is acting crazy online. But he is also being driven crazy constantly throughout his life. But he is also yelling at his wife, I wasn't even trying! Baby, I wasn't trying! And just publicly airing out fights where he was like in the fight saying something really mean and really rude to his wife. And he's just saying it. All of these things at once are true, which is what makes the Justin Bieber situation so difficult to kind of parse and comprehend. Because I think that if you approach it with this black and white view, it's not like giving it the thought that it actually requires. Because again, something that he brings up a lot is all of the trauma that he's gone through, which on the one hand is like some of this paparazzi stuff, but that level of intensity taken to the whole extreme ever since his childhood. But then also, like, I don't want to get too much into it because it's very dark and very heavy. And I don't know if it's confirmed at all, but in his youth, he did have like a relationship with Diddy that, you know, publicly a professional relationship, but we know about Diddy, and like that's not something that I think it's like cool to speculate about. But unfortunately, as a child, he was in circles with people like that. So there's so much going on that it makes it difficult to kind of like have just one perspective on Justin Bieber. Now, that's just the paparazzi situation. What's been going on his Instagram is a whole other thing. The first thing that I saw related to his Instagram was when he went live and it looked like things were not going okay. I'm gonna hope that he was just really tired during this. That was a very scary clip for me to see because again, I am a believer. Like, I love Justin Bieber's music. I wish that he would go back to that. I feel weird when people call it like his light skin era. I'm like, I feel weird. I don't know. I feel like that's a joke in the black community, but it's a little bit weird when like we say it. But you know that era when he was like making like R&B? But like this clip right here, when I play it, you're already gonna know what it is. This is like, I love this Justin Bieber.
I'm afraid that I'ma fuck it up. Ain't no way that I can leave you hanging.
Like, I, at my core, am such a Justin Bieber fan. So it's scary when I see stuff like this on his Instagram. And let's just go to his Instagram, honestly, because we just need to scroll through it so that you can understand what I'm talking about. First of all, he changed his username to Lil Bieber. That's not a great sign. Not a joke, not a joke. Used to be Justin Bieber, it's now Lil Bieber. And he posts in a way that honestly is kind of inspirational. This is kind of what I think Instagram should go back to. I kind of love it. But it's also like kind of making me nervous. Look. I just refreshed. From the beginning of me recording this video to me refreshing, 3 new posts, and they're so cute. They're of his baby. He has a baby. He's a husband. He's a father. It's not clocking to you.
It's not clocking to you.
But all of these posts, like, by the way, these posts that he's posting a lot of pictures of FaceTime calls with grain and like exposure turned way down, black and white. I don't know what the hell's going on. Or just a picture like this. No caption, just Dutch angle clouds.
Baby, I wasn't trying.
It's a vibe. I mean, it is. But this is the type of stuff he's posting. Like, what the hell am I looking at? From this post right here all the way up here. That's just today. And it's not even, like, as of filming the video, it's 7:33 right now. And that's 3, 6, 9 girls want to drink wine. Tell them at 12, 15 posts in like a day. And we haven't even gotten to the evening yet when you know he's going to be posted up in bed going, post. Brady beard, cheek selfie, black and white post. Oh, wait, no, he already did that. But this is the Skylark thing. Like, he's posting, it's kind of hard to understand what's going on here. But it's like his, oh my God, I almost said it's like his Yeezy, but no, God. The only overlap between Justin Bieber and Hitler was when he said in the Anne Frank house in their little diary, I think that Anne Frank would have been a believer, which is crazy and hilarious that happened. And of course, like, insane, everybody made fun of that when that happened, like everything. But I do just love the idea of him going through the Anne Frank house and thinking like, damn, she honestly kind of would have fucked with me. That's so funny. But no. Like, this is his brand. Skylark is his thing. And to be honest, it looks really cool. But like, I'm looking at incredibly zoomed in cropped pictures in the midst of pictures like this. Like, what the fuck is going on, Justin? Why are there 80 pictures that are exactly like this in the last 3 days? Or this picture, which might be my favorite post that he's ever made. This is what I mean. Like, I kind of feel like Instagram should be like this. Like, he's kind of doing it the right way, but also it is a little bit like, is everything okay? I hope everything is okay. And here's the thing, making this video, I am like saying a lot of stuff that's like I'm talking about things that he's done that are like bad, embarrassing, cringe, and he's also like clearly got a lot of stuff going on. But the reason that I feel okay doing that is because a thing that I really like about Justin Bieber actually is that when that paparazzi video blew up of him going, it's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. It really could have been easy for him to be very offended by that and take that to heart. You see celebrities do that all the time, but he responded by just posting memes of it on his Instagram. Like, it's kind of a vibe.
I'm a dad, I'm a husband.
I'm a mommy.
Mommy.
You're not getting it, it's not clocking to you.
I'm a mom.
Mamacita.
But Justin Bieber posted that. I love it. By the way, Love Island USA Season 7, Nicolandria. I don't know what's happened. I'm about to watch the recoupling after Casa Amor, but Nicolandria Nation never been more up. Nicolandria Nation strong. Actually, Nicolandria Nation never been more down. Back to Justin Bieber. Just look at this Instagram. Like, look at the posts that he's making. I mean, it is unhinged. It is. But he's also self-aware. It's so odd. Such a mixture of like, he is unhinged and crashing out publicly, but also self-aware about it and able to laugh at himself and realize that it's just like, he doesn't have to take it that seriously. I don't know. It's like, do you see what I mean? This was good. This was a remix.
At the beach. And I'm standing on business at the beach.
But he changed his username to Lil Bieber. Like, okay, this is all within the past week. Just look at how long I scroll. This is 1 week. 1 week on Instagram. Justin, what is going on?
It's not clocking to you.
And mixed into those posts, he's like sometimes making like text posts. Let me just read a couple for you. Loyalty is manipulative language. Loyalty is a duty. It's an obligation. That's not free will. Love is a duty. Love is a delight. Please stop using loyalty to keep people around you out of your own fear. It's hurting us. Mafia members use loyalty to keep people in their gangs. Let's not perpetuate this manipulative language. Love over loyalty forever. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Loyalty? What? Loyalty is a duty. It's an obligation. I don't think that that's necessarily what loyalty means. I don't think that it means you have no free will. Or there's this one, which is also equally like, I don't understand how you got from here to here. Telling other humans they deserve something is like raising someone else's kids. Who are you to tell someone what someone should or shouldn't have? The audacity. That's not your place. God decides what we deserve. Okay? People saying to Hailey, you deserve better. And him being like, really? You trying to raise someone else's kids right now? How does 2 + 2 = 7? Who are you to tell someone what someone should or shouldn't have? That's not really what people are saying when they say that like, oh, you deserve this. It's just kind of like a word that people use. I don't know how it relates to raising someone else's kids. I truly don't understand. And it's one of those things where I see a post like this pop up from Lil Bieber and I get confused because how is this person also self-aware? I don't know how these two things can coexist, but they do. And obviously those posts were directed at somebody in his interpersonal life because as we've seen with the Vogue magazine thing, he has no problem posting something very publicly where all he actually cares about is one specific person in his real life seeing it. He's like Great Gatsby throwing those parties to get her to notice. Anybody give a fuck about Great Gatsby references? I don't think so.
Baby, I wasn't trying!
But this is something that he did that I saw this and the first thing I did think of was like, this is how Kanye posts on Instagram. That's why I said that earlier. This is Justin Bieber screenshotting his own messages. I will never suppress my emotions for someone. Conflict is a part of relationship. If you don't like my anger, you don't like me. My anger is a response to pain I have been through. Asking a traumatized person not to be traumatized is simply me. Now, how would you respond to that? Because we'll see what the response actually was, but if somebody sent that to you after they were like angry at you and yelled at you or whatever happened, and they said, I will never suppress my emotions. If I'm angry, I'm gonna yell. Conflict is just part of it. If you don't like me when I'm angry, you don't like me. I don't think that is true. I don't think that that's a justification for like, you can never have to grow. You always get to yell. And if somebody says, I don't like it when you yell at me, that they're the problem because you've been through trauma. A lot of people go through trauma. Now, to be fair, Justin Bieber has been through, as we've seen, like an unimaginable life experience that like, I wouldn't even wish it on like my worst enemy. There's no way you can go through what he's gone through and not fuck you up. So I get that, but it's also like, that's an explanation. That's not an excuse for that to just continue. But the person responded by saying this: I'm not used to someone lashing out at me. It's not that I don't see and feel your anger. And he said, ouch. This friendship is officially over. I will never accept a man calling my anger lashing out. I enjoyed our short-lived relationship. I wasn't kidding when I told you I didn't need you as a friend. I have good friends who will respect these boundaries. I wasn't kidding when I told you I didn't need you as a friend. So he, in anger, was yelling at this person saying, I don't even need you as a friend. And that person had said, hey, when you were yelling at me, I really didn't like that. And that's what led to this conversation. And then he decided, I'm gonna screenshot this and then post it so that everybody can see. And the context is, oh, there's no context, there's no description. It's just that posted and we have no idea who he's talking to. I thought you were a pussy, he continued, which is why I always kept my distance, but I was willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. This confirms you were the pussy I always thought you were. Middle finger, please leave me alone now. I'm a pussy? Blocking you now. I'm a pussy? That's a great final question. After all that, me? A pussy? It's just weird because he posts this, he leaves it up, but all of the top comments, by the way, the top comment has 147,000 likes. And this girl said, being traumatized isn't an excuse to treat people like shit. Like what? A traumatized person should acknowledge their trauma and go to therapy. Your friend is allowed to set boundaries. You lashing out at him because of your trauma is not okay. Some things are better dealt privately, Jay. Then probably like 11 minutes later, he posted this. The caption is middle finger. Love those sunglasses. Very much giving Dave & Buster's prize. Maybe they're the glasses Hailey got for him after he yelled at her at the arcade.
Baby, I wasn't trying!
Where is the romance? Me even closer. Yeah. So all of this is going on. And then on top of that, a lot of stories are being posted about how, oh, Hailey Bieber unfollowed Justin Bieber. Oh, Hailey Bieber refollowed Justin Bieber. I can't validate that. A lot of people Photoshop bullshit like that just to cause drama. As of right now, he's following Hailey and Hailey's following him. So I don't know about the validity of that. But what I do know is that she's been going out a lot without her engagement ring. Like you can see right here, no engagement ring. This has been happening a lot recently, which is not something that I have seen a lot before in the past. But all of this stuff going on, and then she's going out, she's not wearing the engagement ring. I don't know. This is another instance of her not wearing the engagement ring, and you know, she usually has worn it, so it is notable, but also she does have a tattoo of J on her ring finger, so I don't know. Like, there is clearly a lot going on, and Hailey, from what I know about who she is and like her beliefs and her system, like it can't be feeling great to see how Justin Bieber is acting, especially since they just had a kid together. All of this stuff going on, seemingly spurred by Selena Gomez's engagement to Benny Blanco, because I see stuff like this a lot lot online, and it's difficult to know what is true and what is not true. So I don't like to get into the speculative, like fan, like snark stan wars, because especially with these specific people, like it's so big and it's so like filled with this personal history between them. For instance, like, okay, look, this post right here by Buzzing Pop, not like a parody page. It says Justin Bieber liked and then quickly unliked an Instagram post of Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. And this was just a couple months ago. It's one example of a lot of things that I've seen about that. So honestly, it feels like it does ring true. So I feel very bad for Hailey. But I also just want Justin to be okay. Like that Instagram live where I saw him like that. I look at his Instagram, Lil Bieber, it's troublesome. But then also he's very self-aware. And in that video, even though he's saying, it's not clocking you that I'm standing on business, it's not like he's acting crazy. He's just acting like Justin Bieber.
It's not clocking to you.
And then you take all of this and add in the fact that that huge news broke that he is deeply in debt to Scooter Braun. It's just like, holy shit. And the way that this came out was there was like this TMZ like deep dive documentary thing, kind of expose that was talking about how Justin and Scooter were nearing a deal to repay the debt, but an independent audit that was conducted, Justin actually owes Scooter $8.6 million in unpaid commissions. That's related to his Justice tour where there was $40 million given in advance, and then he pulled out of that tour early for a lot of different reasons. So AEG had demanded that he repay them $26 million of that advance. And then Scooter Braun's company, Hybe, agreed to pay AEG that amount. And then Justin Bieber agreed to repay him, Scooter Braun, over 10 years. And the audit that was conducted revealed that Justin made one payment and then stopped. So all of this going on, plus multi-millions in debt, has to pay all that back. Yummy didn't go to #1, unfortunately, despite all of his credible marketing. Do you remember that, by the way? He said, don't mute it. Play at a low volume. Let it play while you sleep. That's the funniest marketing strategy I've ever seen. Don't even listen to it for real. It's not even that good. Just play it quiet while you sleep. Well, I'm hopeful because there is so much going on. I feel very bad for Hailey. You know, they have a kid together. He's got this whole Skylark brand thing coming out. Probably gonna release a new album. Praying to God he goes back to his roots. Praying to God. I see a path forward because he does have that, you know, that kernel of self-awareness where he's able to see that what he's doing is funny and like crazy. But if that self-awareness can grow and he can get over some of these demons and things he's battling, and if he can treat his wife, you know, good publicly, like if he could be a good husband to her publicly, I see a path where he can come out of this. But as it currently stands right now, I mean, this video doesn't even get into all the backstory of like all of the Selena and Hailey, like all of that stuff. There's so much lore, there's so much history. It's just truly a very, very insane and complicated situation. And I'm just hoping that he gets his head on straight and that he's like, you know, makes a 180 in his relationship with Hailey. Because he can. I see it in him. I see that there's the possibility. I see it. But right now, not a good situation. I really am curious to hear what you think about this because, again, like a lot of this stuff is just about stuff that's happening right now. There's so much lore. There's so much history. Do you think that there's a way where he goes like into a redemption arc, or does it feel to you more like, I don't know. Like, I want to know how you see this whole situation and how you like feel specifically about Justin right now. And regardless, if you hate him or if you really, really, really love him and feel just bad for him and think he's just a victim, no matter how you feel, I think that every single person on earth can agree that the paparazzi need to be vanquished. Destroyed. I don't want to see another video of Justin Bieber that was filmed like this. Justin, I want a picture. Justin, please. Just actually, we really care about you. Just shut the fuck up. We don't need more pictures of Justin Bieber. He's already posted 80 in the last hour on his own Instagram. We don't need you. Also, please subscribe. I do like actually want you to subscribe. I ask for it, but I do want you to subscribe also, like IRL.
You didn't even know this whole video. I wear my leather pants. See this? There have been big advancements in leather technology. Big advancements. Look at that. Full range of motion. What can I not do? I can't twerk in it. Fuck, on the Coop channel, my second channel, I had a moment where I twerked like I couldn't believe, and I can't recapture it. I don't know what's happened to me, but it's just not able to come. Wait, let me see if I can try it. It's not fucking happening.